A woman in Oregon, unfortunately, thought she was pursuing her passions in criminal justice by being a trainee for the DEA, which, by the way, is a weird dream to begin with. Let's just address that. But turns out she was being conned by an individual who does not work for the DEA, but posed as a DEA official. Now, how were they discovered? In the way that most criminals get discovered, by being incredibly stupid. So remember, the woman here is the victim. She doesn't know that the person who's training her is not actually a DEA official. However, suspicions arose last week when Sergeant Matthew Jacobson of the Portland Police Bureau in Oregon saw a man and woman standing near a silver Dodge Charger with red and blue emergency lights and a tactical vest in its trunk with a DEA police patch. Now, if you yourself work as law enforcement, you might want to ask some questions like, something doesn't look right here. And to be sure, Sergeant Jacobson asked them if they were federal agents with the Drug Enforcement Administration, according to a federal complaint. The man, Robert Edward Golden, replied that they were indeed feds.
Yeah.
Like, Golden, what are you doing? What are you doing, Golden? Like, yeah, we're totally feds.
What are you gonna do? Shower them with lies? It's not gonna work.
So the sergeant's like, oh, okay, cool. So not buying it. He took the pair to DEA investigators for confirmation, and that's where this supervisor doing the training finally admitted that he was posing as a DEA official. Golden allegedly told authorities that he and the woman were into cosplay.
This guy, I kind of like him.
No, I mean ballsy for sure, because the woman was not in on this. She was being conned. To continue with that graphic though, so he said that they're into cosplay and that is why they had the police tactical vests with the DEA police patches, fake guns, and handcuffs. He reportedly went on to reveal that he bought the fake badges and credentials from various websites, including Amazon, eBay, and Wish.
And he had what looked like an AR-15, but it was actually a BB gun, like, BB rifle.
Right now, the way that it's being reported makes it appear that the woman got duped. But they should investigate her too.
No, look, we have no idea. So let me explain a couple of possibilities.
You didn't know that that was a BB gun?
No, I bet you. There's a good chance she didn't. Okay, so I had a lot of different feelings about the story. So first off, why did he do it? Right? One, I bet he got an incredible kick out of it, and every day he's thinking, she still believes me, and he probably thought this was the most fun thing that he's ever done. Right? Second reason is sex. Keep it real.
No, we don't know that.
We don't know
that. We don't know that.
No, I know. And I'm not saying they had sex. I'm saying I know guys, and probably at the end he was gonna be like, oh, well, you know, Agent Morales, it's turn for, I don't know, he was actually gonna try the cosplay, right? So with dudes, the explanation 90% of the time is sex, okay? So especially as to why they lie to women, right?
He would take her on nightly fake ride-alongs, actual ride-alongs, for surveillance purposes and to practice shooting. He also took her to speak with homeless individuals to develop confidential informants for future use in case something happened to Golden and he was no longer around to take care of her.
Oh, you see it, come on. All right, anyway, I feel terrible for her. If she wasn't in on it, she's gotta feel so bad, right? I mean, now she looks back at it, all the ride-alongs, all of it was fake, right? And the whole time she's like, oh, where are we going? And I don't know, of course, the details, but she participated for a year.
She might have had the time of her life.
Who knows, maybe she did.
Right, like a year of thinking like you're going on these ride-alongs with a DEA agent, which by the way sounds like hell for, like I wouldn't want that. Like I have nothing exciting about it, but obviously it was like some weird dream of hers to be, you know, a DEA agent for some reason. So
hey, I'll tell you a quick story. So back when I was in law school, I worked at a couple of prosecutors' offices over the summers, and one of the programs I did in law school was a ride along with cops in Brooklyn. And so when I did, I realized what cops actually do. So first of all, we sped through every light for no reason. They sped like maniacs to impress the the lawyer kids in the back.
No,
okay?
to protect and serve, obviously.
Of course, and then they point out all the Russian mobsters' homes. Oh yeah, the head of the Russian mob here lives there and there, etc. And then they told us all of these outrageous stories. Okay, so, but like I was like, oh, this is inappropriate, but honestly, super fun. Okay, so I'm giving her. They didn't tell us anything like, oh, we beat up people. If that would not have been fun, right? It was all like stupid stuff that was like, hey, we shouldn't do this, but ha ha ha, right?
This is when you had a good view of cops, right?
That's right, yeah. Okay. So probably there was a lot of like, oh, this is, and they had the adventure of their life, okay? But no, you cannot impersonate a police officer or a federal agent. You'll be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
But if she didn't know, let her go, let her go. She's already gone through enough with this guy.
Yep.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.